Hola. That means hello in French. We are back with some more V Rising. And we are still just tearing down this old castle walls so we can make our own castle. Which I think that's one of the most fun things about this game, right? Is the building aspect. I know a lot of people are just like, building. I mean, you're playing a survival game, right? That's one of the big things about it, right? And I have some experience with a lot of survival games. I tend to like these. They're very fun to just play and, you know, not think about, right? It's a nice turn your brain off and chill kind of game, right? So we're going to go to the build menu here. We're going to build our...
My castle requires more blood.
Well, we'll give it some blood. Worry not you. Right. Boop. There we go.
An achievement for sure.
A nice little, if you notice up in the top left there, it's a nice little thing. We're gonna actually, let's see, we're gonna build these. Gonna build our nice little.
This will not work.
Block my environment. Oh. Okay, hold up. Gotta get rid of more of this. I was talking about survival games. Good. Turn your brain off. Fun. Yep. I play a lot of survival games. Valheim. I've played more. I'm trying to think. No, there was one that I tried playing. It looked really fun and it looked really cool. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna jump on this early, see how it is. You know, I like to give things a chance, give things a try. But you know. If I remember getting Soul Mask when it wasn't like just released into beta, but it was pretty early in its lifespan. And something that really just pisses me off, and like this is a big pet peeve of mine. It's like, teach your players how to play your game through playing your game, right? Like, if I have to learn how to play your game by, like, going through extensive amounts of menus and stuff like that, instead of, you know, just playing the fucking game, yeah, that's a huge pet peeve of mine. And I remember loading into Soul Mask, or whatever it was, to fucking, the Mask game with the, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And it was like 5 different menus of this is how to play the game, and I was like, oh wow, this is very fun and interactive. Thank you, game devs. You know, I wouldn't have known how to play the game, except I would have figured it out if I just played the damn game. You know, and it was like extensive, like huge menus too. It was like a whole wall of text, and I got a pretty big monitor, and it was taking up the whole monitor. Right? Like, I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I hate when games teach you through extensive texts and stuff like that, which, something like up in the top left that tells you to do it, and then, you know, you get the little, like, oh, press B to pull up a crafting menu. Like, yeah, that's all you need. I'll figure out the rest. Trust me. Here's the thing. Trust your community, or trust the gamer more. They're a lot smarter than you think they are. That's a saying that's been, you know, put out there for years and years, is your players are a lot, or your readers, or the people who are engaging with your stuff are a lot smarter than you think they are, right? So I don't need a wall of text to learn how to play your game. What I need is for you to teach me how to play your game, right? Like, I don't think I'm pretty crazy. I don't think I'm crazy for saying this, right? I did not put a wall there. There we go. Dismantle this. Go over to foundation. We'll put this. There we go. Okay. Back to making more walls. And then we'll put another door there. Nope. Oh. Cancel building. Dismantle. Dismantle. Make another wall. Bam. Make a door for this wall. Make a wall for this wall. We'll make a door frame for this wall, and we'll put a door right there. Cool. All right. I got a little basic. It's not symmetrical. I know. Okay, just give me a second. We will get to it. Trust me. I'm gonna put my coffin. Look at the haunted coffin. I like the look of that. I do have all of the, or I think I have all of them, but I do have a large amount of the DLC and cosmetic packs, because I do like this game. I like this game a lot. And you know what? I know there will be a lot of people who will moan and groan about like
yet another
cosmetics being sold and stuff like that, which you are within your right to not like a bunch of cosmetics being sold, right? That is, no one's gonna blame you. I'm not saying like you're wrong. I 100%, I think, you know, you're very valid in not liking games that sell nothing but a bunch of like cosmetics, right? You know, I particularly, I don't mind, you know, as long as it's cosmetics, I don't mind them being sold, right? I do believe, like, a game company definitely does need money. Like, here's how things go, right? Your game will go into, let's say we're going to release an early access game, right? And stay with me here. So we release the early access game. It gets booming. It's booming. Yeah, we get a lot of good money going, right? And it seems like, hey, you know, the money's coming in. It's good. You know, we're popping. And then all of a sudden, maybe like a few months down the line, something new comes out, you know? And it's like, oh, well, now we're kind of, you know, we've been adding more production. We've been really hard charging. We've been grinding away. But the money isn't really like flowing in like it is. Sure, you're going to get some sales here and there. You're still going to get, you know, not saying you're just sales die at the end, but if you want to give something to your players that also puts a little bit of money in your pocket and helps with game production, cosmetics, even in a game like this, or like even in Windbros, if Windbros wants to do cosmetic packs, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? It's cosmetic, it adds nothing, it's just a little bit of, you know, a little swag for your character. I don't think that's bad. I think that's very healthy, you know. If now there is an apostrophe by that, healthy. If all you're doing is releasing nothing but new cosmetic packs, and you're not giving your player base, you know, a little something else, you're just sitting there like cosmetic pack, then there's a problem if you're not adding real content to the game, right? Now that's when people, you know, now that's when it's fair for people to be like, yeah, they're just giving cosmetic packs. There's been no game development. You know, updates have been very few and sparse between. Like, there's not actually any, like, content being added, just, you know, cosmetic being added. Now then, I think you have the right to be a little bit upset with it. Which, I don't think anybody would blame you for that, you know? That is a fair take if you have paid money for this and it was promised to be this experience. And, you know, we're on our 8th cosmetic pack and not really much has been added. Then, yeah, I feel like you have a little bit of an argument there. You know, it's a little bit fair for you to be like, okay, now this is getting a little redonkulous. And again, I don't think anybody would blame you for that, right? Let's see. Production, crafting, simple workbench. I need 8 planks. I'm pretty sure I have 3 now. When we get a little bit more into the base building, I can get a little bit more in depth with how everything works. Very fun, very nice. So yeah, cosmetic packs in a game like this, I don't mind. I think they're healthy. They give you a little bit of money, and just don't rely on them. And very rarely add new content like a certain fucking game from the Crisis people. Listen, I'm not gonna hold my punches here. I play Hunt, right? I got a lot of time in Hunt Showdown. Love that game. I love the setting. I love the theme of it. Like, it's creepy. It's got this, like, you know, southern bayou, like, weird, like, cultish, or, you know, very Lovecraftian magic's going around. I think that shit is tight. I think that's awesome. I love, like, the whole thing of Hunt, but the fact that it is so rare that we actually get a new bounty target, I mean, it's a little bit discouraging, right? When you have so many, like, content packs and cosmetic packs that are coming out, and it's, again, it's all cosmetic. You don't have to buy it, right? But at a certain point, I'm sitting there like, okay, alright. This is, like, our 10th cosmetic pack, and we have not seen a new, like, bounty target. You know, the maps haven't, there's not new, like, you know, additions to the map or new areas in the map. It's a little insulting, right? I don't think I'm too... We need more planks. I don't think I'm too out of the realm of reason to be like, yo, what the fuck, right? I think that's a very fair take, right? And I love Hunt. Like, I'm not sitting... I think... I think a lot of people will misconstrue, like, what the fuck with, how can I say this? Like, people misconstrued anger as just being, you know, upset or mad to be mad. But honestly, for me, when I get upset or, you know, displeased with something, it's because I love something, right? It's because I'm very... I love this thing, and I want to have, you know, call it greedy by my end, sure, but, you know, if it's a live service game and it's about, you know, constantly getting better or changing and stuff like that, like, you know, let me keep going with this, but I will get on to my point. Like, oh, sorry. Let me adjust the microphone. I gotta readjust how I was sitting. My back's hurting. My bad. I love games, right? And I understand I have never developed a game. I've never made a game myself. So I can't sit there and tell you what to do and, you know, how to do it. Right? Not my place, you know. I've never made a game. I can't, you know, directly tell you how to do this. And I understand that a game does not have to be in constant development. That games can and will at some point end their development, and that'll just be the game, right? And I am totally okay with that. I am 100% okay with that. I am fine with that. I understand that, right? So, with that being said, though, apostrophe, if your game is a live service game and you continue to hold up those servers, I'm not expecting you to have, you know, constant weekly updates, right? Especially if it's like a PvE VP extraction shooter. You know, generally, with a game like Hunt, it's about, you know, the PvP, and it's about the, it's about, like, the game, right? It's about having fun with your friends, going to get the bounty, or if you want to engage in more PvP, you're more than welcome to do so, right? I'm not saying anything against that. And I'm not saying that you need to constantly be adding something, but, you know, every now and then, right? Like, in every now and then, maybe, like, hey, here's this new bounty target. Or even if you want to, like, rotate, like, a seasonal bounty target, or, you know, do stuff for, you know, the events and stuff like that are cool. But, and granted, I have not played Hunt in a good few months, right? You know, just a lot of other games come out, you know, doing the whole YouTube thing. I think Hunt would be a fun game to stream. I don't think Hunt would be a fun game to record. And I can get into that a little bit too, because that does sound a I know somebody was just like, what? What do you mean by that? I think Hunt is a very fun game. And there's a lot of fun to be had with it. But in terms of recording, I think there's a lot of downtime inside of that would have to be cut out, right? And that is a lot of downtime that could be used for, say, interacting with the chat or talking with, you know, people, right? There's a good bit that you could do there with Hunt Showdown. And like I said, I think it's a very fun game to play. I have a lot of fun with, like, you know, my cousin and I play it, you know, my buddy, you know, Bigfoot and I play Hunt a lot. We like our extraction shooters, right? That being said, like I said, I think there's a lot of that downtime in between, like, running to your hunts, fighting along the way. And I just think that maybe it would be a better game to stream.
My blood reserves.
I want this guy. I need him to come over here. Hello there, Mr. Brute. How are you doing? Ow. Ah. Come here. I mean, num 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 num. You. Thank you. Painted hide. I do need some more blood, so we can have fun with killing these men. Hello there. Yeah. Please give me your delicious succulent blood. Thank you. Thank you. Painted heart. We need to get the old press and get some blood out of these hearts. I do know this game a lot. Like I said, I play this game a lot. So right now, the beginning is going to be a little bit slow, right? That happens. Understand that it's going to be a little bit slow. It's going to be a little bit of time to get up and going. But when we start going, we're going to be killing bosses. We're going to be doing all that fun jazz, and you will see that and you'll be like, man, this game looks awesome. I want to go play it. And then you're going to go buy it. And then you're going to get the Castlevania stuff for it too. Because yes, there is Castlevania stuff in this. I bought this game before the Castlevania stuff was added. Like I said, Castlevania is my favorite game series. I love Castlevania. I love old vampires. You know, Bela Lugosi, all that good shit. Bram Stoker's Dracula. I love vampires. No. I am not. Oh shit. No, don't fight it. Don't fight it. Please don't fight it. No. You don't have. Oh, hey. What's up, bud? No. We need to take this fight elsewhere. You have 96%. I need that. No. Come on, man. Leave it alone. Just don't die to it. Come on. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, bud. No. Fight me. Come here. God damn, man. Dude was on a mission. I didn't like his mission, so I said no. Let's get you out of this hole. Ah. I don't like you. You fuck off. Yeah, if you see that, you can go behind them and kill them. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright. This is what we really came here for. Oh, what a W base. Right next to a copper vein? That's copper mine. Not the copper mine. There's a lot of really fun bosses in this game too. You'll see when we get into it, right? Like I said, beginning is gonna be slow.
It's always slow in a survival game. Trust me. I've played a lot of them. And you know, I will admit I get a little bit fast-tracked. I want to get to the fun stuff. I want to get to the fighting. I want to get to the battle, right? But you know, not everybody plays that way, right? Like me and my buddy Regulus, you know, if you listen to the podcast, you know, we tend to play some games together, and my ass is just like fucking zoom, right? Like we play Minecraft together, and I was like, I need to get to the Nether, and I was like, because I need to get my potions. I like brewing potions. I like alchemy and stuff like that. I need to get my nether wart, but he wanted to go a little bit more chill, a little bit more relaxing. You know what? I can't blame him for that. I was just being a antsy, what's a good word for it? I was just being a dick. I just wanted to get to the nether to get the stuff that I needed. Right, and it's not like I was like, oh, we're gonna go to the Nether and we're gonna fucking speed run to fight the Nether dragon or the Ender dragon. I just want to go to the Nether and get my stuff, right, for my potions. But yeah, you know, some people just like playing things differently, and survival games are always gonna be a little bit slow getting started, right? But speaking of getting slow to get started, we're getting slow to get to the end here. That didn't make any sense at all, but that's okay. Because I said. Anyways, if you like this, like, comment, and subscribe. If you do all that, you get 200 funny monies. I'm not going to give it to you, but maybe you'll find it underneath the left rolly wheel of your chair. Only the left one. You have to figure out which one the left one is first to find it. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Bye.